Hey everyone, this is Renita with the Baby Shower Place. Look, today we're going to do a quick little video. We're going to find out if you can sublimate on a tumbler using regular Walmart copy paper. Now, we've always been told that, yeah, you can use copy paper, I think hammer mill, for your soft substrates like your t-shirts or something along that line. But any of your hard substrates, no, stick to your actual designated sublimation paper. So today, what I have is two prints for this LOL doll tumbler. That's a gift, and this one is printed on sublimation paper, and I have this one, which is actually printed on regular copy paper from Walmart. Not even the hammer mill. I think it's like Pen and Gear, like the Walmart brand. So there is a difference. You can tell this one is so vibrant. It's popping already on the paper. And this one from Walmart is very dull. So we're going to see what's the difference. I have one of these that I've already done with ASUP paper. And this is the first time that we're going to do the LOL doll with the Walmart paper. So let's get started. Okay, bringing you along with me to the other side of the studio. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Hoping to do a tour of the studio soon, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay, again, this is the Walmart version, and we're going to apply it to our 20-ounce skinny tumbler. Let's clean it a little bit. Okay. I like to put my tumblers upside down. Let me see if I can adjust the camera so you can see what's going on here. Okay. As you see, I place them upside down. There's no rhyme or reason for it. The design also upside down. I like to wrap it around. As you can see, there's going to be a little bit left over. In the past, what I've done is kind of just let that go over to the edge. And I think I'm going to do that again today. It's almost flesh. It's fine. And what you want to do is pull these as tight as possible. And I tape starting from the center and work my way out. Okay. Make sure everything is very tight. And I use the strength wrap method along with my sublimation oven. I'll have to redo that. That's slightly off. Just slightly, but nevertheless off. Let's see if I can undo this without ruining my print. Well, it'll be fine. Into the cut. Now for the other side. Actually, I'm working on like several projects right now. Um, but I definitely had to do the Tumblr with regular copy paper. I have an embroidery project to the left of me. I need to add an initial to a bathrobe, and I'm going to do that on my single needle machine. I like to really press in those seams. Okay. I'm having to cut my shrink wrap because the one that I bought this go around is a little large. I think it's actually for the 30-ounce tumblers. Living and learning. Okay. Bring it back in the view so you can see what I'm doing here. Slide that over. Perfect. Let me grab some gloves. You can tell I'm totally unprepared. Okay. Grabbing the gloves. And in fact, I'm going to move you again. So I was working on some other tumblers and I had them on. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm so new to this YouTube thing, so I'm learning as I'm going. So don't judge me. On top of that, I'm camera shy. I'm really learning to get accustomed to talking to you through my phone and computer. New concept for me. Okay, this is the heat gun that I use. I actually picked this up years ago at Amazon. It's the Genesis brand. And the tumblers, I actually purchased from Etsy. And I'm sorry, I don't know the shop that I purchased them from. I try to do the top and bottom. And just kind of rotate it. Okay. I have several things going. And let me see. Don't know if I can pause this. Just give me just a second. Okay, I have someone taking care of that for me. What it is, my studio, I moved it from downstairs to upstairs, and this is a very big room. It's actually my master bedroom that I converted into my studio. And I'll give you a quick overview. Let's see. I have quite a bit going on here. So I have my single needle embroidery machine here, along with the computer that I use to run it, my multi-needle over here, my workstation over here. This is my Epson 7620, my dual monitor computer system. That's what I have going on here. I have my Cricut Maker 3. I have my Cricut Explorer 2 and my Silhouette Cameo all in this section. And I'm looking to upgrade my Cameo. Hopefully I'll be doing that very soon. My ring light is here. Forgive my mess in my packaging station. I sent out a lot of orders this week and we're still a mess over here. So also, this is where we take our pictures. So that normally comes up here. Like I said, this is the packaging area and it's a mess right now, a hot mess. This is my order station. So things that I'm working on, like when I print out my orders, they're here. I try not to pull out more than 5 to 6 items to work on at a time. So everything that I'm working on, I place in these. Yeah, some instructions for a spa basket that I have to do. Yeah, so orders that I need to get out, they go in this section. And over here is my sublimation station. So this is the heat press I use. I'm also looking to update it. My Cricut Easy Press is here. This is my sublimation oven. And my sublimation printer here, it's the Epson 7710. Let's see. This used to be my closet. Now it's storage. And I keep mainly okay, sorry about that. I actually had a phone call to come in, so it disturbed the connection. But um I was saying this is where I keep my fabric. Okay, funny thing is with my fabric, what I mainly use are fat quarters for applique, small projects, mainly in the hoop things that I like to work on. I use my fat quarters for that. And the funny thing, I did another video where I showed I'm actually in love with this fabric that I found at the Dollar Tree. So everything here came from the Dollar Tree. And what's great about this white fabric that I found is that it is 100% polyester. Let me check. Yeah, 100% polyester. So I'm able to sublimate and use it for either applique or pillows or whatever I'm working on. I can customize the fabric. And it's $1. You can't beat it. Okay. Um, more of my fat quarters, which I'm low on. I need to restock everything. And I think these are similar to like what I get from the Dollar Tree. These up here, they were like if I'm not mistaken, maybe 97 cents, something in that area from Walmart. I like the yard fabric to make small blankets to match whatever. Say if I'm working on an end of hoop bib, it's one of the things I love to do. So that's what this fabric is for. This is another area that's just a little bit junky. So when my orders come in and I print them out, most of my orders actually I get, say, from Facebook or word of mouth. I am trying to grow my Etsy shop. I don't know. Me and Etsy haven't really been getting along. The orders come in very slowly on Etsy. But thank God there's other avenues. In this area, I keep a lot of my samples. And I love to make the baskets for the kiddos. So I order a lot of little outfits, and these I have in stock because spring is coming. So those Easter baskets are what these would be used for. So mainly my thread for my sewing projects, embroidery thread, and I think this is my serger thread back in this area. I definitely need to get more of everything. Keep my ribbon. I make tutus, but I don't do them that often. I'm not a big fan. Don't have the time to make a lot of tutus. So I do them by special request, usually like from friends or family members. And this is my serger. Haven't used it in a couple of months. And I try to keep my sublimation blanks all in this area with the exception of the tumblers. And I think this is just trash I need to get rid of. These are more samples. I have a lady that's absolutely obsessed with Nick Saban, Roll Tide. So she requested this particular tumbler. And she's also the same lady, a big Lakers fan, particularly Magic Johnson. So these actually are for her. So I need to box them up and get those to her. So with my sublimation shirts, I like to use Cricut blanks. You can't go wrong with Cricut. I think there's like 95% polyester. I think it's like a polyester spandex mix. A little blend. I don't know, but that's what I think it is. Also, I get a lot of my blanks from Laughing Giraffe. So, two great resources. In this area is where I keep my cotton shirts for embroidery as well as heat transfer vinyl. Very low on shirts because I actually work full time also. So we got a lot going on here. Now, my shirts. I get my shirts from a few places. I get them from Jiffy Shirts because I've been using Jiffy for years. Also, I started within the last year or so getting shirts from Blank's Boutique. And I decided to give them a chance because I found out we're like neighbors. Like they're just around the corner from my house. So it's easy for me to just go and pick them up as soon as they get them ready. Also, in my closet, I keep my stabilizer on these rows. Technically, you would hang your garments here. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? That's actually perfect for my stabilizer. So what I do is I put my cutaway stabilizer on one side, and on the other side, I use my tearaway. Well, actually, this is cutaway and tearaways on the other side. So I put those there. And I'm actually looking for some smaller rods that I can add in. See, I even have some up here that I can add in so that I can hang my ribbon, because I still have space in this closet that I can work with. So I have a huge space. Very grateful for it. Okay, let's get back to work. Okay, so what we're actually doing is seeing if we can sublimate successfully on a 20-ounce tumbler with regular copy paper from Walmart, not the hammer mill that a lot of people are using for t-shirts and whatnot, but actually just the cheap regular old paper from Walmart. Okay, let's finish this. Yeah, I do need to get the appropriate size shrink wrap, because one thing I noticed is that it's easy to have a little hole in your shrink wrap. It's being so big because it's taking a little bit longer to have it as tight as it needs to be. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, um, let's go to the oven. I should have had this preheated already, but I didn't. So what I do with my oven is, of course, you're going to use the turbo setting, and I actually do 375 for about 4 minutes. I find that anything more than 4 minutes, you will not have good results. Okay, so at this point, we just have to wait for that to heat up. Okay. And it's going to be very interesting to see what the results would be. It's going to be very interesting. Okay. Now, let me grab the other design. Okay. What I decided to do, this is, first of all, the Dollar Tree fabric, 100% polyester. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make my customer's daughter a pillowcase, not a pillowcase, a pillow. And I'm thinking about making, I'm torn if I just want to make a simple pillow and be done, or if I would just like to make her a reading pillow, something that'll match her Tumbler, or I can do a couple of pillows for her bedroom. So I don't know. I like quick and easy projects, but I also like being creative and giving people things that they don't expect. Now, I'll tell you this. I was able to grow my business mainly through word of mouth, and I gifted things. I gifted things to family members. I gifted things to friends. I sold in that way. I just began to make things and they got a reaction. And people are like, well, oh my God, I didn't know you had an embroidery machine. Or they're like, oh, did you do that? How did you do that? I said, it's a process called sublimation. What's that? They don't really want to know. They just want to know, hey, can you make this for me? And I'm like, of course I can. So let me tell you quickly, I got started with sewing. I decided one day to just hey, I want to learn how to sew, which is ironic because my mom sewed and I hated it. She made our clothes. I hated it. So I wanted nothing to do with a sewing machine. But I don't know, a few years back, I had a strong urge, like in the middle of the night, to just learn how to sew. So I got up, and in those days, Walmart was open like 24 hours in my area. I got up around midnight. I drove to Walmart, bought a sewing machine, didn't know what I was buying, what I was doing, and I brought it home. I couldn't thread a needle. I couldn't sew in a straight line. I couldn't do anything with that machine. But I was persistent. And basically, from watching YouTube videos, I taught myself how to sew. And I don't know, I enjoy it now. It's a passion of mine. And it grew from that first machine to which I gifted to my daughter because she was taking sewing in school. So I bought myself another machine, a brother, and it's been a blessing. By that time, I've actually learned a thing or two. So I went from sewing to making t-shirts, just dealing with the vinyl. And from there, I went on and started working with embroidery. I saw a video. In fact, who was that? Candia. I may be pronouncing Hainsworth. I may be pronouncing her name wrong. Have to give her a lot of credit. I saw a video of hers and I absolutely fell in love with her work. And I began to learn all I could about embroidery at that point. So I purchased my first embroidery machine, which is like a single fouture. And I don't know, I heard so many good and bad things about it. It's been a great machine for me because I've had it for like 7 or 8 years and it's still a workhorse for me. So eventually I moved into a multi needle machine. But I'm telling you, it's all been simply a blessing. Let's check on let's go over and check on our oven. It's still in the preheat stage, so it should be ready soon. So again, what we're doing here is we're going to find out if we can sublimate on a tumbler using regular old cheap copy paper from Walmart, not hammer mail, just some regular paper. And we're going to see what happens. Okay. This should be ready in just a second. So I sublimate all my tumblers at 375, 4 minutes. I use a Epson 7710 sublimation printer. It's a converted printer, of course. And I use, I think it's Printer Jacks ink. Like everything is basic. I get wonderful colors with it. And our oven looks like it's just about ready. So I'm going to grab the tumbler. We're going to pop it in there for about 4 minutes. And let's see. And I should be working on this robe here. So I haven't, it's nowhere near due. I just haven't got started with it. But I didn't want to put off another day of doing this video because I am so camera shy and I didn't want to do the video, but I know I need to get over my nerves and get this done. Okay. Oh, and another thing I didn't show in this area, this is my cutting table. Okay, it's finally ready over there, but this is my cutting table, which is a mess. Next time you see me, the studio will be together. Okay, here is how I keep my vinyl. This is so neat, y'all. Um, this is actually a shoe rack that I was gonna throw out. Then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That would be so great for my vinyl. And it absolutely is. It hangs right here on this door, and I have everything separated by its color, and it's perfect for what I need. Absolutely perfect. So if you need a little hack somewhere to store your vinyl, if you have a door in your studio, get a shoe rack, hang it on the door, store your vinyl. It's perfect. Okay, now this baby is ready to go into this oven. It's so hot, y'all. It's hot. Okay. And I also place it in upside down. There's no reason for it. It's just my habit, my routine. And let's check the time. Normally, I would tell Siri to keep time for me. It is 7:38. So at 7:42, we'll be taking the tumblers out of the oven. And let me show you what paper I actually used. I think it's called Pen and Gear. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's the Pen and Gear Premium Bright Inkjet and Laser Paper. Okay, so you can use this paper in an inkjet printer or in a laser printer, and it's the Pen and Gear brand. You can pick this up at Walmart. Okay. Put these things back. Okay. Let's check our time. Because I'm telling you, 4 minutes tops. I did some last week, and because I put more than one in the oven, I said I was going to let it go for about 5 minutes. Big mistake. Because my black came out brown, which means it was burnt. So, no. I don't know. Everybody has to do what works for them. I notice whether I put one tumbler in or if I put 3 tumblers in, it needs to be 375 and for 4 minutes. Don't go over the 4 minutes. You're going to regret it. So, also, what I'll be doing tomorrow, I will be working on some beanies. And, I noticed a lot of people from a couple of videos that I watched, they take this off and they replace it with the faux leather. I just turned mine around. I don't know. No rhyme or reason. It was fine. And I've added my faux leather on this side. So I found these actually at Five Below. So, of course, I bought a ton of them. So I will be working on that tomorrow, embroidering a few robes, and I think I have some placemats, not placemats, some aprons that I need to take care of. Okay, where it's just about that time to take these out of the oven. So I'm gonna put my gloves on. Let me see if I can get you a view of the oven. Yeah, there we go. If you're able to hear the noise in the background, it's my grandkids. They are extra busy. They are extra busy. So I think we're right at 7:42. We check the time. And we are. So we're going to go ahead and take these out the oven. I tell you what, you know you have a good print when you can see that image popping like that. I haven't removed the paper. So far, without seeing it, I'm thinking yes to the copy paper. Okay. But now, let's see. How did it really do? Did everything, is it vivid? Wow. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Oh, it's hot. So hot. Okay. One thing I'll tell you, that is hot. On the back here, I noticed some of the shrink wrap is there. It's not much, but nevertheless it's there. In the past, I've put a coffee filter or just cut a little piece of it and put it over there, or a piece of copy paper, to make sure that didn't happen. Because when I first started sublimating tumblers, that happened a lot. Put my gloves back on. This sucker's still hot. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see the camera. That looks pretty good for regular old copy paper, pen and gear from Walmart. Looks great. Now, let me get you the one that I made with sublimation paper. Sublimation paper. Okay. This is one that I made with the sublimation paper, and it's bright and it's very vivid. It's good. So, personalized there, Soraya. That's actually my granddaughter. This one goes to her. Okay, it's just not so hot. Now, so we can see the difference without the lid, regular copy paper, with the lid, sublimation paper. Now let's see if we can get the same picture up here. Can you guys really tell the difference? Because I'm thinking, looking in the camera, this one seems, I don't know. Yeah, sub is definitely more vivid. Let's see if we can turn these in the same direction. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely, in my opinion, slightly more vivid with sub, but honestly, you can't really tell. You can't really tell. So if you're in a bind, you don't want to purchase the sublimation paper, regardless of the brand, give Walmart paper a try. I am absolutely in love. I love it. Show the personalization. Unique. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys. So yeah, we just answered our question. Can we sublimate on a tumbler using regular old cheap copy paper? The answer is yes, because we just did it. Okay, guys. Look, I'm just getting my channel up and going. more great content is coming. I hope it'll be more great content. But please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And until our next video, see you later.